It was an exciting hockey game. Good for the spectators that were here to see a game go down on the wire. Unfortunately, wasn't a good ending for the Scarlet and White. But both teams play hard. I commend Harvard for having the resiliency and the conditioning and the compete to make a comeback like that when they've played. Now their third game in 5 days. Our team was well rested, and I like the way we certainly started, and I like the way we played for the most part. We got a little bit sidetracked in the second period, but again, it was a real good hockey game that again ended with them getting a couple timely goals. The one thing that's a certainty is both times they were quick whistles on a shot to the net, and I don't have the perfect view. Even the people on the ice sometimes don't have the perfect view, so they make the best call they can. And I've got to accept what the officials called. But we might be putting the uniform on now to be playing the late game last weekend, and today we might have had the 2-goal lead that broke their back. And both times they were real fast whistles. There's no question about that. And both times, of course, the official said that the puck was covered. I'll leave it at that. Well, you always want to start quick, and I thought that could be a real momentum thing and a demoralizing thing for Harvard because, again, they had to be a little bit tired, and Maddie made a marvelous shot on the first one and then really, used her size and her reach and her hands to kind of freeze a great goaltender and be able to tuck it in on the far side. So, to get out of the gate, and then after they score, we answer with with another goal to go back up 3-1, you think, okay, this could put you in pretty good shape. But the resiliency and the effort and the ability to find the back of the net for Harvard, got them a win. And so Maddie's contributions were duly noted, and she played a real good game. And she also played, I thought, a real good game in the back end defensively, a good two-way game. No, I think in the second period, I think we just defensively, we were I don't know what the term is. We're getting a little bit passive, and if you don't go out to the point, if you don't go to the corner, if you don't pick up a stick in front, all of a sudden it adds up, and they buzzed us a little bit, and we got tired. And then when we did get the puck, we were almost legless to get out of the zone, and it just kind of added up. But we also took 3 penalties, which compounded things and wore some people out. But then in the third period, while we were playing a little bit defensive, I still could probably reach out and probably list 2, 3, or 4 good opportunities, and again a quick whistle situation that really could have ended the game, I think, but it didn't. And we don't get a puck in, they get a couple of goals that go in the net, and that was the difference. That could have been a game that we walked out of there 3-2, we walked out of there 4-2, and we could still be playing in overtime right now. But I don't think anybody was complacent. I think they played smart. I think our kids worked pretty darn hard. But we'll give Harvard credit that they made some timely shots or, got some rebounds that, decided the game. The penalties were 4 for them and 4 for us, so I don't think anybody had a huge advantage. I don't think it was a game where the referees were calling all kinds of crazy stuff. They work hard. Again, I said it last week, it's not a job that everybody's signing up for, and we're highly appreciative of what they do and the conviction they have for the game and their professionalism. And, again, Maddie's penalty was one of those ones that could have been an incidental contact or it could have been a penalty. I didn't get to see it in live real well. But again, that didn't determine the game. The referees did a good job that way, and I think both kids played hard. And we have a way of letting a few things go so that the kids can compete and they can play hard because they try to go to small areas along the wall or the front of the net, and there's going to be collisions, and sometimes that's just got to be part of the game. A check is a check, and that there's no place for that in this game. But hard work and some contact, it's a tough thing to make the right call sometimes, but they did a real good job. Yeah, well, you watched enough hockey, and to use the word unrewarded, I think that's very accurate. She was, dominant last weekend, played well again this weekend, and, just not quite getting the bounces, or the goalies are making the saves. But anybody who watched both games will clearly list her as probably one of the 3 most talented and dynamic kids that was playing in either game. But again, sometimes the stars don't line up, and she might have an average game the next time out and get a couple goals and an assist just because she gets the bounce or she gets the luck or the goalie doesn't make the great save. I've used the term, we need one more save from our goalies, and we've talked about it. I've talked with them, and I'm not trying to put undue pressure on them, but again, I just wanted to see. She played a couple good games since Christmas. I think Erin's been solid in net, but I don't think she's set the world on fire yet. And what type of lightning in the bottle can we catch here? It kind of happened last year for 4, 5, 6 games. She was real solid last year, Vic, and there's no reason why she can't do it again. But we've got to get one of them to relax and one of them to just take that half a step up. And again, it's that time of year where I'm probably going to have to make a decision and settle in with one of them. And, maybe this was another look at Vic or another chance to see if, she might, take the job over.
Yeah, me, Russo, and Rebecca Leslie were all just working hard down low. I think it paid off. I just was shooting the puck and trying to get it off quick. I think maybe we were being a little too fancy out there. We kept it simple in the first and it was working, and during the second I think we kind of let up a little and was trying to do a little too much instead of just keeping it simple. I think Harvard's defense played very good, and our offense kind of, I think they both were playing good.